So 4 months ago, I made a bunch of different videos about the iPhone 13 Pro Max and the Smooth 5 gimbal. Now at the time, I wasn't sure Filmic Pro was actually going to make a log format of ProRes, but now they actually have. And with that update, they've also brought compatibility with the Smooth 5. So let's jump into the app and look at a few of those features. So now we're in Filmic Pro and I'm going to show you guys how to connect to the Smooth 5. All you have to do is hit this gear icon, and once you're there, you go to hardware, and now if you scroll down, we can see that it says Volume Smooth 4 and 5. So all we have to do is hit connect, and then I see the Smooth 5 pop up because the gimbal is actually on right now, and now we're connected. So just like before, you can use the gimbal and switch between the different modes with just a button on the gimbal itself, but now you have control of ISO, you can control a few different features. I'm not going to go over all of them because there is a very good video that they've already made linked right above me. Now more importantly, what I'm actually interested in is ProRes at this log format, because with ProRes files you can actually do a lot of manipulation to the footage in post, whether you're doing color grading or you're doing any type of green screen work. So now being able to use ProRes with the log format straight from the device in your pocket is super helpful. So I do want to say that you actually do have to have the cinematographer kit to access these features, but once you have those enabled, all you have to do is hit the 3 little circles over here in the corner, and then you go down, and right here you can see that I'm in ProRes Rec 709 and I have Log V3 Plus on. Now this is really, like I said, going to open up a wide variety of things that you can do on your smartphone. Now just like before, if you go over to the actual settings where you do frame rate, right beside it is resolution, you still have access to all the other different features like changing, ProRes to 709, 10-bit. You have all these other features as well. Like you can do ProRes 2020, but for me, I like to do ProRes 709, and then I'm in this log format. So I'm going to turn this log format on and off so you can see exactly what it looks like. So there's normal or natural, and there's Log V3 Plus. Now I'm actually going to set up my phone as a second angle and shoot some video so that you guys can see exactly what it looks like before it's graded and after it's graded. Alright, so now we're all set up. We're here in the studio. I had some issues with the audio coming from the iPhone. I tried to actually record, like I said, the setup of a second camera, but again, I don't know, the audio was out of sync on the iPhone, so that is something to be mindful of. I have had that issue before, but now we're all set up here in the studio. We have the Sony FX3 over here. We have the iPhone 13 Pro Max over here. We're shooting in ProRes Rec 709, and we're shooting in the Log V3 Filmic format, and so we should be able to match these cameras pretty closely to each other. Now the cool thing about this setup is that when you partner something like this with something called Cinematch, again, you're able to perfectly match different camera sensors. So for instance, like I said, I have the Sony FX3 over here, and I can actually go into DaVinci Resolve, select the camera that I want to match my iPhone camera to with the Cinematch program, and get something that looks pretty similar to each other. So what do you guys think? Here's a shot side by side without a grade, and here's a shot side by side with Cinematch. So this is going to be really, really helpful for the people who actually have the compatible cameras, just to be able to pull out your phone, open up Filmic Pro, and be able to get the shot and then match that shot to the other camera shots that you actually shot on your cinema camera. So if you guys are interested in some tips and tricks on how to grade your iPhone with a professional camera, then I recommend that you check out this video right over here. Sometimes I feel like if I look deep enough into the camera lens, I can see all the thousands of viewers who haven't subscribed to my channel yet. So go subscribe to my channel. That's definitely going at the end.